Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model in the flaps up version. I purchased this model off eBay because it's the only place I can get it at the time. But before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share some information about the history of Fiji Airways and how they actually came about, if you would please. Fiji Airways is a South Pacific-based airline that was founded in 1947 by Australian aviator the late Harold Gatty, and the airline was registered as Katafaga Estates Limited and operated under that airline's name for 4 years until it was officially renamed as Fiji Airways and officially commenced operations on September 1st, 1951. And after the country of Fiji gained their political independence in 1970 from Great Britain, the airline was renamed to Air Pacific and continued to operate under the Air Pacific name until May 2012. And that's when the airline announced that it was rebranding as well as reverting back to its original name of Fiji Airways, as the official rebranding of the airline took place on June 27, 2013. Fiji Airways is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Fiji, whereas the headquarters of Fiji Airways, as well as the airline's main hub and base of operations, is located on the grounds of Nadi International Airport, which is located approximately 6.2 miles northeast of the city center district section of Nadi, which is actually located by the coast on the western side of the main island of Viti Levu. Fiji Airways also has a secondary hub that's located on the grounds of Narsori International Airport, which is located approximately 16 miles northeast of Fiji's capital center of Suva, which is situated in Narsori, which is located on the southeastern side of the main island of Viti Levu. As of February 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, Fiji Airways currently flies to 23 destinations in 13 countries across the Pacific region, with an operating fleet of 10 aircraft, which includes 2 Airbus A350-900XWBs, extra wide-body aircraft, including this one here, with no unfulfilled orders pending on this aircraft type. Also, as of February 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, Fiji Airways is one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Airbus destination code for Fiji Airways for this particular aircraft is 94X. All right, everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box. What you see is the A350XWB decal you see at the top of the box. XWB, as I mentioned, stands for extra wide body. And then you see the colors of brown and black in the background, as well as the airline's logo. You see the Fiji Airways title and the logo there as well. The computer-generated picture of the aircraft, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box. What you see is the airline's logo, the Fiji Airways title, the aircraft type, the specification concerning this particular aircraft, the warning information, as well as the computer-generated picture of the aircraft and the width and the length of the aircraft, as well as the JC Wings logo. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the A350XWB title, the airline's logo, the Fiji Airways title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the airline's logo in the background there as well. And then there's the two, that's a different model. You know, it got 2 variant flaps up, flaps down, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box. It's pretty much the same information at the top of the box. However, the registration ship number on the right of the side of it is different. DQ-FAI right here, flaps up version, and then there's the flaps down version. That's the flaps up version. That's the one I'm going to do the review on. All right. All right, now you're looking at the metal model stand that came with the model, and you see the bottom of the model stand. You see the airline's logo, the Fiji Airways title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information at the bottom of the model stand. But then you get at the top of the model stand, you see that black pattern there, everyone? The sole purpose of that black pattern is not only that pattern protects your model, it also prevents from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, featuring the 2 little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model. Alright, with all the information about the history of Fiji Airways and how they came about and still operating strongly as we speak, plus all the details here at the front of the box, as well as the information at the back of the box, the actual model stand, and the gear replacement doors inside that plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The J.C. Wings Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model in the flaps-up version. Alright, allow me to share you some information about the Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft and how it became a part of their fleet. Fiji Airways became the first airline in the South Pacific region, as well as the 28th airline in the world of aviation, that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Fiji Airways took delivery of its very first of 2 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that Fiji Airways had placed orders for back on May 1st, 2019, and received their very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number DQ-FAI, which happened to be this one you're looking at here, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Airbus Delivery Center facility, which is located in Toulouse, France, on November 14, 2019. Then made its actual debut 17 days later on December 1st, 2019, sorry about that, when Fiji Airways performed its first validation flight on this particular aircraft, when it flew from Nadi International Airport in Nadi, Fiji, to Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport in Sydney, Australia, as Fiji Airways Flight FJ911 for flight certification purposes, which allowed the maintenance crews, the flight crews, as well as the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with this particular aircraft per se, before the actual international flight launch. Then fast forward 1 month later, and that's when Fiji Airways' first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on January 1st, 2020, and that's when Fiji Airways officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Nadi, Fiji to Los Angeles route as Fiji Airways Flight FJ810, replacing the Airbus A330s that was previously utilized on this particular route, as the airline's fleet of Airbus A350-900XWBs are currently based and operated out of the airline's main operating hub at Nadi International Airport. Fiji Airways ordered a total of only 2 Airbus A350-900XWBs to add to their fleet. And at the time of this video review posting, both of their Airbus A350-900XWBs are currently operating in service, as this particular aircraft is destined to become the airline's official flagship jetliner for the Nadi-based airline for the foreseeable future. Alright everyone, let's talk about the delivery scheme on this aircraft. This is the current livery scheme for Fiji Airways, which is actually called the Masi Fijian Livery Scheme, which was first unveiled on October 10, 2012, on the same day which happened to be Fiji Day, which is also considered a national holiday in the country of Fiji. But this livery scheme wasn't officially rolled out as well as unveiled to the general public until March 15, 2013. And the first aircraft that began sporting this livery scheme was an Airbus A330-200 jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number DQ-FJT, which was delivered a day earlier on March 14, 2013, as the airline officially made the transition from Air Pacific to Fiji Airways 3 months later on June 27, 2013. As for the aircraft's exterior, in which the fuselage is actually painted mostly in a Euro white color, also displays 3 types of Masi motifs, which actually symbolizes the representation of Fiji Airways on this aircraft. The Rover motif, which is displayed on the engine cowlings, you see there. The Macquarie motif, which is displayed at the rear part of the fuselage, you see back there. and the upper part of the tail fin of the aircraft. And the Teteva motif, which happens to be the airline's logo, is displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, as the airline's livery scheme actually depicts the traditional Fijian symbols of welcome, caring, and the cultural connection to the Fijian people to their islands, as the livery scheme of Fiji Airways, along with the distinctive Teteva symbol, which happens to be the airline's logo, was created and designed by a local renowned Fijian Masi artist, who actually goes by the name of Makirita Matamasi. All right, so with all that information out there about this aircraft, as well as the livery scheme you see displayed on this aircraft, which I find very unique, with no further ado, everyone, let us get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that nose gear door, AI. See the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you, the radome nose cone. There's more pitot tubes right there above the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit window. Please stay tuned. I'll give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But right below the cockpit windows and by the L1 entrance door is the name of the aircraft, the island of Viti Levu, which is this right here. And this particular Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft was christened with the significant name of the island of Viti Levu, which is actually the largest island as well as the most populated area in the Republic of Fiji, whereas the headquarters of Fiji Airways, as well as the country's capital city of Suva, is also located on this particular South Pacific island of Fiji. All right, and then you see the Fijian flag decal, the Fijian flag decal displayed next to the name of the aircraft right here. And this decal represents the country where Fiji Airways currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the South Pacific country of Fiji. All right. And then we get next to the L1 and the L2 door, you see the One World Connect logo, which is this logo right here and there as well. And Fiji Airways joined the One World Alliance as a Connect partner on June 3rd, 2018, which consists of 13 airline members from 6 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes American Airlines, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and Qantas as the 4 founding members. And then right underneath the One World Connect logo is the name Bula Welcome Aboard decal, which is this decal right here and there as well. And the word Bula is a special word with many different meanings, as Fiji Airways actually uses this particular word Bula as a hospitable term of greeting you, hello, how are you, and have a good day and welcome aboard. All right, and then you see the Fiji Airways titles right there. Pretty impressive. All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, and underneath the wing is the outer bogie gears here. You see the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. And then you see the motif number 1, which is displayed on the engine columns, which is this right here. This particular motif is actually called the Rova motif, as this particular motif symbolizes the warm greeting that the Fijian people extend to visitors while vacationing in Fiji. All right. And then on the engines right here, see the engine column, see the engines right there, the engine lip right there. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body jetliner aircraft. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to actually find out if the turbofan blades on these engines actually spin. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side. We see the engine stripes right there. And do the turbofan blades spin? Let's check it out and find out. Yes, they do. Awesome. You see the inboard landing light right here, which is painted on there in the 3 little dot triangular angler position. You see the little angler right there, 1, 2, 3. Then you got a front visual view of the landing bogie gears, including the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, featuring engine strikes right there as well. And do the fan blades spin over here as well? Let's check it out. Yes, they do. Perfect. Then you see the inboard landing lights right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here, including the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. Okay, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. We got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the pitot tubes, the radome nose cone, the nose gear door, the landing gear lights inside of the nose gear door, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. All right. All right, we're still on the port side of the aircraft. You see the red navigation light right there next to the blended winglet wingtip device right there. And that blended winglet wingtip device you're looking at right there, these blended winglets were made from composite materials. And the sole purpose of these blended winglets is to improve the overall efficiency of the aircraft, resulting in saving fuel, lowering noise emissions, and improving takeoff performance at the same time. These blended winglets has a 31.9 degree sweep angle, helping to increase cruise speed to Mach 0.85 and a maximum operating speed to Mach 0.89. The blended winglets for the Airbus A350 aircraft were produced at the Airbus Broughton factory, known as a specialist facility that's located in Hawarton, Flintshire, Wales, which lies near the border of England and Wales. It's also painted in black. I'm gonna let you see this at the front visual view, so let's check it out. Now you got a front visual view of the blended wingtip device. Sorry about that, how it's curved off at a 31.9 degree sweep angle. But you also, on the other side of that blended wingtip device, you see the Fiji title as well. I'm about to show you that right now. All right, looking at the blended winglet with the Fiji title on the starboard side of the aircraft, as well as on the port side of the aircraft. Let's check it out. There it is. There you have it. Awesome. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right there, you see that little door right there? There's the AFT bulk bin door. And then right here, you see the Airbus A350-900 decal you see displayed there. As of February 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, Fiji Airways is currently the only airline in the South Pacific region, as well as one of 32 operators from around the world that also operate this particular aircraft, the Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft in their fleets as well. All right, we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right above the economy class window is the actual registration ship number, Delta Quebec / Foxtrot Alpha India. Registration ship number Delta Quebec / Foxtrot Alpha India. This particular aircraft is the very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft that actually entered the Fiji Airways fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on October 24, 2019, and was delivered to Fiji Airways on November 14, 2019. All right, now you're looking at the rear of the aircraft, and now we're going to talk about motif number 1, which is displayed at the rear of the aircraft, as well as the upper part of the tail fin, which is this right here and there. And this particular motif is actually called the Macaray motif, as this particular motif invokes the allure of clear water flowing on the white sandy beaches of Fiji. Now let's talk about motif number 3, which is displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which is this right here. This particular motif is actually called the Teteva motif, as this particular motif represents the friendliness of the Fijian people and their deep caring nature. This motif is also the corporate logo of Fiji Airways. All right, now you're looking at the APU exhaust hole, auxiliary power unit, and there is a hole in there. Perfect. Then you see the 2 little dots right there. Those are strobe lights underneath the APU exhaust hole, along with the horizontal stabilizer you see there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is. The Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft from the rear view angle in the flaps up version. Awesome. All right, now looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side / right side. We're going to start at the front here. See the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on it, AI. See the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you, the radon nose cone, more pitot tubes, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the name of the aircraft, the island of Viti-La-View, the Fijian flag decal, the Fiji Airways billboard title right there, as well as the front cargo container loading door. I missed another brief details right here. You see right up here, it's called BOLA, as well as right there by the R2 door right there. As I mentioned, it actually means welcome aboard, have a good day, how are you, hello. That's a hospitable greeting to the Fijian people, okay? Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the side visual view of the landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door. But more important, you see motif number 1, which is displayed on the engine column on this side here as well. As I mentioned, that is called the rover motif decal. And like I said, it mentions warm greeting that the Fijian people extend to the visitors while vacationing in Fiji. And then there's the Rolls-Royce Trent XW84 turbofan type engines on this side of the aircraft as well. And then there's the engine cones right there, okay? All right, now you're looking at the blended winglet wingtip device that's painted in black here on this side of the aircraft, including the green navigation light you see displayed there as well as the front visual view of the blended wingtip device on this side of the aircraft there as well, as you can see there, okay? All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side of the aircraft, includes the rear cargo container loading door, the Airbus A350-900 decal, the registration ship number, as well as motif number 2, which is this right here, as well as there. Well, as I mentioned, that is called the Macaray motif, and then motif number 3, which is the airline's logo displayed there, okay, and that is called the Teteva motif, okay? All right. Before I show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view, as well as the undercarriage belly view in this full detail, please allow me to let you check out one special feature, which is the rolling gears. So I'm going to let you check it out now. So it rolls pretty good. You still got to be careful though. Gears are very sensitive, they can break off. But the aircraft model does tilt, and the front nose gear does swivel, as you can see there, there, and there. So with that said, allow me to show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. Here we are. Now we're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front where you see the radon nose cone, the pitot tubes, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the pilot escape hatch door. Then you slide up this way. You see the anti-collision beacon light, the Wi-Fi box antenna, a high frequency antenna. You see the Fiji title on both sides. Then we slide up this way, the ADF antenna in 3D, a high frequency antenna, and then that's the satellite communications antenna. And then there's another high frequency antenna. And then that's the vertical stabilizer known as the tail fin, as well as the horizontal stabilizer, the feature little dot you see there, as well as there as well. Those little dots, everyone, are actually called illuminator lights. And the sole purpose of these illuminator lights is that it actually light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines from above. Start right here. See a nice little motif on the engine column there. See the wings here, no wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers. You see the warning information right there. Fuel dump valve, as well as the black wingtip device. You see the VG title on that wingtip device. Now let's start over here. See the engine over here with the motif painted on this one here as well. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. The warning information, the fuel dump valve, as well as the blended wingtip device that features the Fiji title on this side of the aircraft as well. Here we are, we have the underbelly carriage view of the aircraft, where you're going to start at the front here, where you see the radon nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the nose gear door, the front nose landing gear, and then we slide up this way, another high frequency antenna, Then you see the Fiji title right there. And then there's the hole where the stand goes in at, the anti-collision beacon light. Then we slide up this way, the high frequency antenna. Then you see the motif displayed there. Then there's the APU housing door right there, as well as the horizontal stabilizer underneath. Now we're gonna check out the gears over here. They tilt a little bit. See the engine right there with the motif on there as well as the wings underneath. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the black winglet wingtip device you see displayed there. Now let's check out over here, the gears over here. Yeah, they tilt, okay. See the engine right there, as well as the wings underneath. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the black blended winglet wingtip device you see displayed there as well. Alright, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft mount in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little metal model stand over there that I showed you earlier that actually came with this model. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. I see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the model displayed on the stand, being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. Now you're looking at this model on the stand, being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see in this model on the stand being viewed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model stand, I got it at this angle for a reason. And the reason is the magnetic gears that actually came with this model. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out and let you see what I'm talking about. We're going to start at the front nose gear right here. It's also magnetic. Get that out there. Awesome. The outer bogey gear here on the port side there, that's magnetic, as well as the outer bogey gear on the starboard side, which is magnetic as well. So with that said, as I got all the gears off here, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle with the model on the stand in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Let's check it out. Alright, now you're seeing this model being displayed on the stand in flight mode / gears up position without the gears on there. As you can see, now you got one or two options how you want to continue to display your model. If you want to continue to display like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag featuring the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors I showed you earlier. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Or you can do like I do, just keep it in the gear down position. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to leave mine in the gear down position because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Fiji Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body jetliner aircraft seats 334 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 11 to 21, which will be from here to about right here. You have 33 Super Diamond live flat business class seats in rows 31 to 66, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 301 economy class seats, which brings a total of 334 seats. However, on a side note, rows 31 to 35, which will be from here to about right here, you have 39 seats as classified as Blue Bulla space class seats. Sorry about that. You have 39 Bulla space class seats, which is for extra room. All right. And finally, and in addition to Sydney, Australia as the first validated flight destination, as well as Los Angeles, California as the first inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Fiji Airways currently employs this aircraft. I have previously utilized this aircraft the Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft on routes from the airline's hub in Nadi, Fiji, to worldwide destinations such as Auckland, New Zealand, Brisbane, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, and Hong Kong. Fiji Airways has also performed repatriation flights on this aircraft to Salt Lake City, Utah as well. Well, everyone, those were the routes, and this will pretty much conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can get your hands on it. The only outside chance to get this model now is on eBay if you can find it there. But I got a feeling JC Wins is going to drop another one in the foreseeable future. So with that said, highly recommend it. But in the meantime, please take care. God bless. But more importantly, stay safe out here. And stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.